If you could go turn the radio on higher. Harder for Jason, just like it is for me.
Well, you know, I've known this thing a few times, you know. Hi, I'm Jason Devooght from Devooght House and Building Movers. My brother and I control the third largest home elevation company in the country. Normally I stay for the whole night, but tonight my son has football practice for the second time and I'm going to watch him. But our home elevation is it's a very tricky process, and the biggest thing about elevating your home is that you want a team behind you for the process. No matter what you do as a homeowner, if you want to general contract your own job, it's very hard because there's a lot of gaps in the process. And when Vince talks to you about the process, there are a lot of gaps in the process of the house lifter, the mason, the framer. In between all those steps is where the general contractor comes in to do the project. We've worked with Vince's team pretty much since the beginning of Sandy, including Joe, that we've been working with him since the beginning, and Lou since the beginning, and Vince, and their project managers. When you elevate a home, there are bound to be a few cracks and a few bumps along the way, but no matter what your home is, it can be elevated safely. And you want to think a little bit about elevating your home. Not every single home in the world needs to be elevated. It may be better if the home is structurally unsound and everything underneath needs to be replaced and you're going to do a lot of renovations. You may, unfortunately to me, you may want to demo that home and build a new home or put a modular up. Because you got to weigh that cost analysis on that home. And it's something you really want to think about. And another thing is, when you hire somebody, you want to make sure that they have cargo insurance. No matter who you hire, if you don't hire any member of our team, make sure that they have cargo insurance to cover the home and your contents in case anything would happen that it's completely covered. You want to make sure that they have workers' comp insurance, but you also want to make sure, more so that of not just having workers' comp insurance, but that they don't just hire all day laborers and pay cash. And that their books are auditable. Like our company, we certify our payroll every week. We pay overtime. Every single person that works for us is on the books. And you know, any contractor that you hire, you want to make sure that that is true. Anybody can give you a workers' comp policy. However, they may not have anybody that works for them on the books and everything like that. It's something that you should think about and know about, and when you're choosing a contractor, think about. If you choose a home elevation contractor or a general contractor, you really should talk to one of their customers or two of their customers and really talk to them, not a friend of theirs, but somebody that they've actually done a job for. And you know what, hey, if they tell you that it didn't go the greatest or we had a bump along the way, you know, just think about that. Did they have a bump along the way, but did that general contractor, that home elevation contractor, did they actually take care of it? Did they take care of everything that needed to be done? Because that's what you really want to hear. No one's ever going to tell you it's a bed of roses the whole way. Hey, if you build a brand new house, it's pretty easy. It's a process where if you start from the beginning, you know, every single trade goes this way. But when you elevate a home, there are little bumps along the way, and there can be a few things here and there. So it's something to consider that you really should vet whoever you have as a contractor. And I can't say it enough. Like our company alone, we elevate from the Midwest, New York, New Jersey. We elevate everywhere in Connecticut. And if someone calls us for a reference, we'll just give them our past 10 customers. I don't care if they have bad things. We don't vet that in our office. We just give them our last 10 customers that we've had. And if they may say something good or bad, we don't know, but we're pretty confident in our process that we've always done every single thing we can to keep a homeowner happy and done our job. And it's something to really consider when you go through the process. I mean, don't make a quick decision and say, hey, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. Another thing to consider is the pricing. Now, not all pricing is the same. When you think about your pricing for your project, whether you're getting a home elevation price or the general contractor price, they're not all the same. Some don't have every single thing detailed out. And you want to make sure that when you're working with somebody, hey, it really is the price. It's not this or that, it really is the whole thing all the way. I mean, all this stuff sounds really easy, but hey, like on a home elevation, you might get a price for somebody that, let's say somebody says, hey, we're going to elevate your home for $10,000. And the next person says they're going to elevate it for $15,000. Well, what they include in the details of that can be pretty much a big difference. You really want to make sure that Same thing with a general contractor. You want to make sure that your GC is including everything in there. You don't want a whole bunch of added costs at the end. Oh my God, I can't believe we have to do this, that, and the other thing. So it's really something to consider. And you want to make sure that that team that you're working with stand behind their work. So if there are bumps along the way or you're unhappy, that they're actually going to pick up the phone. And they're going to answer the phone and they're going to come and meet with you. And that does happen. And like at our office for our company, you can meet with me or my brother or anybody from our team at any time. If there's a problem, nobody hides. It comes out and does it. But there are sometimes bumps in the way. But that's the same thing with Dream Homes. I've never not been able to talk to Vince or his team at any time that we've worked with him over the past 4 years. So you really want to consider those things. If you are getting a price from somebody and they're too busy to call you back or anything like that, that may not be the person that you want to work with for the next 6 to 8 months. If you do renovations on your home, you do an elevation and some addition or something like that. By the time you start that permit process, the engineering, architecturals, all the way through, we're talking about a long time frame. So if you feel from the beginning that you are dealing with somebody that you may not want to deal with for the next 6 to 8 months of your life, go in a different direction. There are no quick sales in this business, everybody should know that. So, but other than that, if anybody has got any kind of question at all, the home elevation, anything I could answer those questions for you. Anybody?
Well, I want to say while you're all pondering questions about home elevations, this will be the last seminar that I'm giving because Jason just summarized everything. He did it with a lot less conversation than I do. I would rather be the guy with the wine and pizza and not coordinating this whole thing. No, it was great. You stole half of Kathy's presentation.
I didn't mean to.
3/4 of mine. No.
Kathy's got more to say.
It was actually very good. No, thank you. And like Jason said, you're certainly welcome to contact him directly. We use him as our lifter on all of our elevation jobs. And we do that because he is the best in the class. And that's what we use. And one of the things, and I'm not saying, once again, folks, this is not a sales pitch, not at all on anybody's part here. There's a whole group of professionals with probably 200 years of industry experience here. And the reason I'm mentioning this is some of the points that Jason brought up about the type of personnel that are being used, the type of insurances that people carry, and most importantly, the ability to finish a job to completion where you're happy with the job. Those things, quality lasts forever, and a low price, yeah, it's good for right now, but you're forming a relationship with your professionals and your professional team. The relationship from the time that we're standing here, from this moment, from a standing start, through plan development, through a cribbing layout, through a startup plan, through a lift, through an entire renovation, that whole relationship might be 6, 8, 10 months. And or
years.
Or a year.
I'm actually on a house right now that I'm actually working underneath the house. We're lifting a CMU home, which is a cement block home, on a slab with the slab. And that customer we've been working with for 4 years. And you know, they've called in our office and they've talked to us. They've finally got their funding and they've started their project. But a 4-year relationship we've had with that customer. And you know what? It's been a good relationship. And
not the project. The project hasn't been going on for 4 years.
Just the start of the relationship. You know, getting the funding, getting the engineering, and making changes, and you know, dealing with contractor issues, and you know, sometimes that relationship, like I say, is a long time.
Sure.
You want to make sure you're long time.
Well, thank you, Jason.
Thank you. Does anybody?
The next seminar is October 11th. Jason will be holding that one.
What a business card, please.
I have no business cards tonight. Our contact information,
I'll work on it.
I have no idea what happened.
Business cards are expensive.
I have no idea. I specifically grabbed grabbed cards before I climbed underneath that slab house today, and pretty much everything is thrown away. And you know, you can follow us on Facebook and see all the, there you go. And you know, our company, we actually get underneath the building. You know, my brother and I, the owners, we actually are on a lot of our projects. We have a great team. We can't do everything, on ourselves. We have a great team all over the United States that does our work, but we're out there. We talked to an owner of our company. They actually lift them, and have done the work or do the work, whenever it happens.
All right.
Yeah. Anybody? No. Well, I.
No, that was good.
As long as I take these with me.
Those actually are here.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, yeah.
I got a review. I got a football thing.
Okay.
But I thank you for everything. You got a great team here, and we're proud to be part of this team. And I can't stress enough how a great team makes everything work.
Super. Thank you. Thank you.